True love is unconditional. Needing somebody to complete you and fulfill you is not love, and it's not unconditional love. You might be in a place where you're in a needy place with your person, and you also may authentically and genuinely love them unconditionally. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, my name is Kim. This is Core Union. It is okay to be doing inner work, thinking about your specific person all day long, if you are doing it from a state of being in the wish fulfilled, being together in the relationship, because you would be thinking about them and feeling them and missing them and imagining, what it's going to be like when we get home tonight from work, or how amazing was our morning when you're at work throughout the day, and you would be feeling and imagining them missing you and thinking about you. So anyway, that's what I want to talk about today, but I want a slight continuation on this because I do think there's a point that I didn't make that I want to make super clear. Take a moment throughout the day and close your eyes and imagine for a moment what it would feel like if you had the money that you wanted, if your specific person was right there with you, holding you, kissing you, you guys are making out, you guys are laughing, you're turning each other on, like you want to literally just be in the wish fulfilled. I think that a nice tip that you might want to do is set a reminder on your phone. I've never done this. I've never had to. But for those of you guys who are having a hard time maintaining that feeling, set a reminder on your phone every hour. And this, again, is for whatever you're manifesting, to remind yourself just for 2 or 3 seconds to close your eyes and say, what would I feel like if I was in the wish fulfilled right now? What would I feel like if I was a millionaire right now? What would I feel like if we were engaged right now? What would it feel like if we just closed on our new home right now? What would it feel like if we just finished unpacking being in our new home and we started rolling around on the sofa, kissing and laughing, and we were blaring the music, and our cats and dogs were like actually happy and adapted very quickly? What would that feel like? What would it feel like if we're on our honeymoon right now? Whatever your end is, what would it feel like if I just won this award? What would it feel like if I just graduated? What would it feel like if I just got an A on this test? What would it feel like if I just won Powerball? Literally, I don't care what it is. Every hour on the hour, set a reminder to just close your eyes for a few seconds and just say to yourself, what would it feel like if I had this right now? If I was the version of me right now, what would it feel like? And don't say, but if I had it, I wouldn't do things like that. It is such a thing that you guys have to realize that it's just you dominantly repeating over and 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 over again that eventually puts you in that is the reality that you will be living in. Okay. So it's not that you're doing too much. It's just the energy that you're in. What is the energy behind the inner work when you're doing the techniques? That is one of the most important things. Before I do get into this, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you love my content. If you want me to be your coach, email me a short description to kim@coreunion.com, and I will reply back to you with my next available session after you've booked with me at coreunion.com. You can do a 30-minute or a package. The package is just much more affordable. A couple other things that I wanted to talk about when it comes to specifically around, actually, again, but this is with anything, but let's talk about specific person, because this has come up with a few clients in the past week. This was a thing for me too. And I'm going to actually use my mirror soul, Hana. I'm going to talk about this from Hana's perspective in his reality for the sake of this example. And then I'm going to bring it back to a perspective from my reality. And I don't know why I feel the need to say it in this way, but this is what's coming up for me, how I want to share it. Okay. Your specific person cannot be your source of love, validation, and happiness. I have had people want me to be their coach, and the things that they start saying are things like, I can't live without them. What is the point of life if we're not together? If you are at that point, you need to seriously step back and look at all, like, your value, all your self-worth and self-love. Love, true love, is unconditional. Needing somebody to complete you and fulfill you is not love, and it's not unconditional love. Now, you might be in a place where you're in a needy place with your person, and you also may authentically and genuinely love them unconditionally. I'm not saying, so let me just be super clear. The point that I'm trying to make is this. If we take, for example, my mirror soul Hana in his life, let's say from his reality, from his perspective, let's just say that we separated, and I would want him, because I love him so deeply and so much, because I love myself so deeply and so much, regardless of whether it was me or anyone else, what I want more than anything from him. Now, I don't have to accept life without him, so don't get this wrong when I say this. But as much as my happiness means everything to me, his happiness means everything to me. Completely unselfish, completely unconditional. So even if I didn't understand manifesting, and I was just like, it was just seeing things from a 3D perspective, and I didn't realize that I actually had a choice, that I could choose love, and I could choose to allow us to love each other. I could choose God to bring us back together. Okay. If I'm just thinking just from a 3D perspective, with or without me, I want him happy. I want him fulfilled. I want him to feel peace. I want him to be strong, healthy. I want him to feel secure. I want him to be making all the money that he deserves. Literally, I want him surrounded by nothing but happiness and love in his life, whether that's me being part of that or not. Now I'll take this on to myself. Same for me. I have to also, it doesn't mean that I'm saying, yeah, with or without him, I'm happy with or without him. I don't need him. I don't need him to complete me. I complete myself. It's not in that kind of, there's a weird 3D kind of teaching of like living with or without somebody. Somebody's just an additive to your life. They don't complete you. Now, while all that is true, it's not that energy. The energy behind it is, I know that I don't have to accept life without them, but at the same token, my life is amazing. And if we were in separation, and even if I cried on a daily basis, I would still pick myself up, give myself the love that I want, focus all of my energy on making my life amazing and incredible, and loving myself deeply and unconditionally. Knowing I don't have to do that, this is what healthy love looks like. It's not, so you have to get into a place of harmony within yourself. I talked about this in another video where one of my clients was manifesting things with her specific person. And like at first her energy was in this anxious, desperate, needy mode. But then she swung all the way the other direction to this, I don't even think I want them anymore. And I said, you need to get in this middle ground of peace. In this middle ground, in your center, you know you don't have to ever be without your person. But at the same token, you love yourself and your life is amazing and incredible. You know that everything's going to be okay. So just turn the page, turn the page. Don't worry so much. Okay. Affirm down below that you trust in your end and that you have now shifted and you are in complete faith. And I will talk to you soon. I love you so much. Bye. Nothing can come, nothing can come, nothing can come between us.